Welcome to our channel, where we dive deep into the intriguing world of rare coins and uncover the stories that make them truly priceless. Today, we're shining a spotlight on an extraordinary case that will astonish both seasoned collectors and casual viewers alike: the infamous 1975 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny that could fetch a staggering $31 million due to its fascinating errors and mistakes that have turned it into a numismatic legend. Now, you might be wondering how a humble penny can reach such astronomical valuations, and this is where the story takes some surprising twists that intertwine history, economy, and sheer luck, making our exploration all the more thrilling. To understand the significance of the 1975 1-cent coin, we first need to navigate the backdrop of the 1970s, a decade marked by significant changes in the U.S. Mint's operations and broader economic challenges. The U.S. Mint, responsible for producing currency, faced issues such as rising costs of raw materials, which severely impacted coin production practices. In 1982, the decision was made to transition from the traditional copper composition of pennies to a more cost-effective zinc-coated steel. But in 1975, it wasn't so simple. During this period, the Mint was still experimenting with different compositions, which would later contribute to a unique set of circumstances that led to the creation of the 1975 penny errors. To paint a clearer picture, the Denver Mint produced pennies in 1975 amidst these modifications, striving to maintain a delicate balance between cost efficiency and preserving the quality of the coins being minted. However, amidst this complex backdrop of material changes and operational adaptations, a number of coins were produced with significant errors that would ultimately lead to their high collector value. One high-profile error involves the phenomenon known as double denomination. This happens when a coin is struck with the designs of multiple coins, resulting in a fascinating fusion of imagery that can send collectors into a frenzy. In the case of the 1975 1-cent coin, some pieces reportedly exhibit traits of both the Lincoln penny and the image associated with the Roosevelt dime. Imagine holding a coin that seemingly marries two iconic figures, forever altering its status and desirability in the eyes of collectors who treasure rare pieces. As collectors begin to piece together the elements that rendered this penny so remarkable, we cannot overlook the complexities of the minting process itself. Coins are struck from carefully crafted dies, which are designed to impress precise images onto the metal blanks that would become the coin circulating in everyday transactions. However, if a die becomes misaligned or damaged during production, this can lead to striking coins that show unexpected or irregular characteristics. When we examine the 1975 penny, we must consider the possibility that the die used was faulty or misaligned, resulting in unexpected visual features that distinguish these coins from their more standard counterparts. Such die errors hold immense appeal in the numismatic community, as they signify a break from the norm, captivating collectors who thrive on the pursuit of the unusual. These variations serve as a reminder of the intricacies of coin production, illustrating how, despite the Mint's best efforts to maintain quality control, unforeseen errors can have remarkable consequences. Beyond just the physical flaws, collecting has always been infused with emotional significance, associations, and histories that make certain coins evoke nostalgia and sentiment for many who seek them out. The era during which the 1975 1-cent coin was minted was marked by economic struggles and shifts in currency technology. The 1970s also witnessed significant cultural changes in the United States, and coins minted during this time carry with them not just metal and design, but a palpable representation of the nation's evolving identity. Being part of this historical narrative imbues the 1975 penny with a kind of gravitas that elevates it beyond mere currency. It becomes a tangible connection to a past many might be curious about, echoing the sentiments and struggles that define the decade. Each 1975 D1 coin encapsulates the challenges faced during those years, making it a celebrated artifact that lives well beyond the confines of monetary value. It tells a story of economic fluctuation and resilience that resonates even today. Now, let's explore the fascinating marketplace surrounding such rarity. The surge of interest in error coins has transformed the way collectors approach their hobby or investment strategy, creating an environment ripe with opportunity. As potential buyers flood into the marketplace, the notion of a single coin being worth $31 million prompts excitement and speculative thought for those who seek out rare pieces as investments. The fact that collector interest only seems to intensify when remarkable finds surface adds an air of frenzy to pursuing error coins, transforming traditional collecting into a thrilling chase for value. Auctions featuring these precious finds often become battlegrounds for eager collectors eager to outbid their competition, driving prices even higher. The dynamic between supply and demand means that the market for coins, like the 1975 D penny, appreciates as more collectors emerge and look to add unique treasures to their portfolios. While this increased competition can result in significant payouts for sellers, it's vital for collectors to remain vigilant and informed. Ensuring authenticity and determining the coin's condition can make all the difference, as skilled counterfeiters often attempt to replicate prized items to capitalize on the demand driven by high-value coins. As with any lucrative market, the 1975 D penny attracts its share of schemers and opportunists looking to exploit unsuspecting buyers. For anyone venturing into the realm of rare coin collecting, conducting thorough due diligence, including consulting with reputable dealers, can help protect against potential pitfalls. Navigating the world of investment-grade coins can seem daunting, especially when factoring in variables that influence pricing trends. The value of a coin can fluctuate based on market conditions, collectability factors, and even broader economic shifts that impact collectors' discretionary spending. For prospective collectors, understanding the market landscape becomes paramount. Trends may emerge that elevate interest in specific errors, generating surges in demand and pricing during particular windows of time. This means that timing can be everything when it comes to dealing in coveted pieces like the 1975 D penny, a realization that could yield impressive gains for thoughtful investors who possess knowledge of the industry. Additionally, as coins like the 1975 D penny claim the limelight, collectors are often compelled to research and educate themselves about the broader community of error coins. What initially may have been perceived as mere mistakes or issues quickly transforms into a vast world dedicated to identifying and collecting anomalies that can emerge from the minting process. As collectors come to terms with the reality that these errors can substantially increase a coin's value, they often discover that there's much more to comprehend about the nuances of error collecting, different types of errors, how they occur, and their context in relation to broader coinage history become essential areas of study. The community that gravitates towards error coins often thrives on sharing knowledge and experiences, as passionate collectors engage in discussions about the nuances of discovering that next rare piece. This camaraderie fosters a sense of belonging, connecting individuals who share a fascination with the hidden details that can make a specific coin stand out. Therefore, each coin is not only a tangible asset, it carries with it stories, insights, and relationships cultivated through the shared journeys of its collectors. As we delve deeper into the collector's psyche, we begin to recognize the emotional and intellectual satisfaction tied to the quest for rare coins. Finding that elusive 1975 D penny can evoke feelings akin to striking gold, as one contemplates the legacies and histories intertwined with the physical object in hand. The pursuit of error coins becomes a journey that enriches the spirit and ignites passion, compelling collectors to share their stories and connect with others in the community. This shared journey emphasizes that the experience of coin collecting transcends the coins themselves. It's deeply rooted in personal passion and building connections through discovery. So, as we draw this exploration of the 1975 D1 cent coin to a close, it becomes increasingly evident that the value of this penny cannot be fully understood without appreciating the intricate layers woven into its story. The $1 million price tag is undoubtedly enticing, but it serves merely as a reflection of the significant history that unfolds beneath the surface of such a seemingly unassuming piece of currency. As the collecting community continues to thrive and evolve, coins like the 1975 D1 cent stand as vivid reminders of the serendipity that exists in the pursuit of culture, history, and human connection forged through strange occurrences and wondrous discoveries. Truly, the story of the 1975 D penny is one that encourages all of us, whether seasoned collectors or curious newcomers, to keep an eye out for hidden treasures and to embrace the unexpected possibilities that can turn perceived errors into extraordinary assets, weaving a narrative that captivates generations of collectors and enthusiasts alike. Last today, we dive into a remarkable story from the world of numismatics that will captivate collectors and casual viewers alike. The incredible case of the 1996 D1 cent coin, a coin that has garnered a staggering valuation of $60 million due to a series of extraordinary errors and mistakes arising from the minting process. And it's time to unlock the fascinating tale behind this seemingly inconspicuous unit of currency. At first glance, you might wonder how a simple penny can command such a colossal price tag in the ever-evolving world of rare coins, and this exploration will highlight the intriguing intricacies that can transform a seemingly ordinary piece of currency into a treasure sought after by collectors around the globe. To better appreciate the importance of the 1996 D1 cent coin, we first turn back the clock to the mid-1990s, a time marked by both economic stability and technological advancements that influenced operations within the U.S. Mint. The year 1996 was particularly notable as it marked a significant moment in American history. With coins continuing to represent more than mere currency, they were symbols of the nation's identity. The U.S. Mint was in the process of producing millions of coins in various denominations, including the 1 cent, which was composed of a copper-plated zinc blend widely circulated throughout the country. Still, unbeknownst to those handling the minting process and the general public, this particular year would give rise to a remarkable scenario that would go on to change the landscape of coin collecting forever. The reduction of costs and the introduction of new technologies within the minting process led to increased production speed, which unfortunately, in some cases, also resulted in diminished quality control. Often, when coins are produced in large quantities, the potential for errors naturally increases, and during the production of the 1996 D1 cent coins, certain anomalies emerged that would later make these pennies extraordinarily valuable. Among the most notable errors associated with the 1996 D penny is the infamous off-center strike error. The off-center strike occurs when a coin blank misaligns during the minting process, leading to an incomplete image being stamped onto the coin. In the case of the 1996 D1 cent, several pieces have surfaced that exhibit this strikingly unique characteristic, where the Lincoln portrait and text are not properly centered, creating a visually arresting piece that stands out amongst its coinage counterparts. The beauty of off-center strikes is that they offer a tantalizing glimpse into the imperfections of mass production, a testament to the unique journey each coin endures during its creation. This rarity immediately elevates the status of the 1996 D penny in the eyes of collectors, who are continually on the lookout for such mistakes that add character and distinction to their collections. Additionally, the 1996 D penny is also known for its double die errors, a fascinating minting flaw that emerges when a coin is struck multiple times by a die that is shifted in alignment. This results in the raised design being duplicated or misaligned, giving the coin an almost three-dimensional appearance. In the case of the 1996 D penny, there are documented instances of the double die error that significantly enhances the coin's desirability, as collectors seek to acquire these unique pieces that contribute to the rich narrative of the coin's history. As word of the double die errors began to circulate among collectors and experts, interest in the 1996 D penny continued to grow, transforming it into a highly sought-after item that suckered the curiosity and imagination of numismatists. The appeal of error coins transcends mere aesthetics. They represent opportunities for collectors to invest in pieces that are both historically significant and rare. As prices began to climb, and the recognition of the 1996 D penny's distinct characteristics solidified its place in the upper echelons of collectible coins, conversations around collecting shifted from merely functional currency to a pursuit filled with stories, mysteries, and the thrill of discovery. In many ways, error coins, like the 1996 D penny, challenge conventional notions of value, elevating their worth based on uniqueness rather than the standard metrics typically used to evaluate coins. As we examine the trajectory of the 1996 D 1-cent coin, it becomes evident that a mixture of intrigue, rarity, and significance fueled its rise within the collecting community. The interrelationship between errors, mistakes, and the stories they engender is fundamental to the allure of this particular penny, as collectors dissect its features and consider how each flaw contributes to a more profound understanding of the coin's context within American history. When it comes to investing in rare coins, like the 1996 D penny, there's a growing recognition that value is not merely tied to grade or denomination, but instead is resorted to a complex tapestry woven from historical narratives, economic conditions, and passionate pursuit. Such coins serve as bridges connecting us to our past, and the 1996 D penny is a shining example of how errors in minting can create artifacts that spur conversations, debates, and shared experiences among collectors, deepening their appreciation for numismatics. The marketplace for error coins continues to expand due in part to the proliferation of online platforms, where enthusiasts share knowledge and showcase their findings, creating a global community of collectors united by a common pursuit. With discussions evolving well beyond physical coins, collectors now have access to a wealth of information, allowing them to sharpen their skills and deepen their understanding of what makes a coin truly valuable. In this digital age, the narratives surrounding error coins are shared through forums, social media, and online marketplaces, drawing in new generations of enthusiasts who are excited to contribute to the dynamic landscape of collecting. As coins such as the 1996 D penny draw heightened interest from both seasoned collectors and newcomers to the hobby, the conversations surrounding the nature of collecting become richer and more multifaceted, converging on the themes of value, storytelling, and historical context. The journey of discovering a 1996 D 1-cent penny can also be likened to a treasure hunt, as collectors often scour their change, attend estate sales, and explore antique shops in hopes of uncovering a hidden gem that might bring them closer to the pursuit of these rarities. In a world dominated by digital currency and electronic transactions, the very act of unearthing physical coins creates an invigorating connection to the past, transforming the simple act of obtaining currency into an exhilarating quest for history. With the potential for this specific coin to be worth millions, there is a palpable thrill that arises from the possibility of striking gold within everyday transactions, further engaging collectors in their ongoing search for remarkable finds. The world of rare coins is often infused with emotional weight and a sense of nostalgia, as collectors reflect on the significance of the eras from which these coins emerged. Coins, like the 1996 D 1-cent penny, not only represent monetary value, they serve as tangible reminders of cultural moments that resonate with people on a personal level. Collectors often recount the stories of how they stumbled upon their rare finds, their eyes lighting up as they share their journeys, highlighting the sense of community woven into the fabric of numismatics. This emotional connection extends beyond mere collection. It taps into the essence of history itself, allowing individuals to experience a sense of belonging and continuity with the past. Moreover, as the prices of unique coins like the 1996 D1 penny surge, their potential for serving as investment assets comes under scrutiny. Savvy investors understand that the coin market can be both thrilling and unpredictable, requiring patience, expertise, and careful analysis of trends and values. Collectors often find themselves delving into market research, learning from experienced mentors, and utilizing online resources to guide their decision-making process. These strategies can provide valuable insight, empowering collectors to navigate the waters of buying and selling rare coins with greater confidence and acumen. In an ever-evolving marketplace, awareness of trends, historical contexts, and authenticating processes becomes increasingly crucial for collectors looking to capitalize on their investments while building comprehensive collections. The journey from discovering a 1996 D1 penny to potentially selling it as a high-value collectible invites excitement at every step, encompassing not only the thrill of finding but the fulfillment of understanding the deeper narratives behind each coin. The anticipation surrounding the possibility of discovering overlooked treasures in circulation keeps the hunting spirit alive, encouraging collectors to remain vigilant and curious as they explore avenues for acquiring these remarkable pieces of history. Also, authenticity plays a pivotal role in defining the value of the 1996 D1 coin, fueling the need for collectors to establish provenance and certification through reputable channels. Established grading services have emerged to serve collectors' needs, providing expert evaluations of coins' conditions, which can render unverified coins significantly less appealing to potential buyers. As the landscape of numismatics continues to evolve, prospective collectors are reminded of the significance of acquiring well-documented pieces from trustworthy sources.